Hello and welcome to Circle of Kerzoven. This is developed and self-published by Kerzoven, so you can see where they got the name. And it is a charming settlement building strategy game paired with a rich simulation experience. Animals and plants are all simulated, and they all find their spot in nature, as well as all the villagers and the entire town that we're going to build will also be fully simulated. So the game is scheduled to release sometime this year in 2023. That is all that there is at this point in terms of schedule. And it is part of the Steam Base Builder Fest, and we are taking a look at the demo of the game as part of that. So I only just barely got a chance to open the game up, so we're just going to go in and see what we can learn about the game fairly blind. Let's go ahead and start a new game. So there are two starting maps, starting scenarios. Kerzoven. You have been sent to settle a distant region and establish peaceful trade if you find local communities. You set off with a group of volunteer settlers to an almost untouched land, promising them and their future generations a good life. Who knows, maybe they are about to found one of the most important settlements in the kingdom. There are 4 maps in this demo: the new map to build a town, a map with 2 neutral factions, an undiscovered desert region, and an undiscovered moderate region. Some they mean temperate region. Try to build a community center to consolidate your position in the region. Have fun. And there's also Veltheim, which is just a second map, basically the same as Kerzoven, but to allow players to have some variety, I guess, as you've been playing it. If you've been playing it through the alpha or beta versions or something like that, it gives you a little bit some kind of variety in your gameplay. But we're going to choose the default one. 1012, Advisor to the Landlord. Ah, good that you are here. You've probably already heard we want to develop the huge Kerzoven region. I know this may surprise some, especially since our territory holds only a small population and thus hardly any taxes. And especially that region is almost deserted. We must see the situation of the entire empire. In the north and south of the empire, we are seeing rapid population growth. Already now it becomes more and more difficult for the common people. Farms are being cut up smaller and smaller by real division, while taxes remain the same or even increase. New land can only be gained to a limited extent by clearing or by developing less optimal areas. Even among the nobility, there are more and more descendants who are not entitled to inherit. I think you see where I'm going with this. We may be one of the largest countries in the empire, yet we are insignificant, but it doesn't have to be that way. I want you to develop the Kerzoven region. Be wise and make sure that the people lack nothing. New settlers will come to you from different regions of the empire, bringing with them different customs and ideas. Treat them with openness and decency, so that they may prefer to live with you rather than elsewhere. Your first goal will be to build a community center to consolidate your position in the region. For this you will need a lot of wood, stone, and other materials. Take care of your supplies as well, because the summer is quickly over. Good luck. We are counting on you. Alright, so there's also a help and tips window here that pops out. I'm going to pause the game if I can, yes, with the spacebar. In a profoundly simulated world, every action has a reaction. Build your settlement, take care of your villagers, resources, and production lines, and the interaction with the complex environment. How much will you intervene in the circles of nature? You decide. So we can show and hide this help panel with F1, moving with WASD, of course. Zoom is the mouse wheel or page up, page down. Rotating the camera, it's middle mouse or right mouse, and it does like the full, unidirectional rotation here, or omnidirectional rotation here. And escape closes windows in the main and opens the main menu, and then F5 to save and F9 to load. We have had 2 events, a new settlement, and the journey begins. We have some diplomacy stuff here, some requests. This is our missions in the hills, I guess. Some guides here on construction. The build menu is here, and also shortcut key B. Rotating. Tab for visual alternatives. Oh, that's nice. Do not place too many buildings at once. Your villagers need resources and time to build them. And check where the entrances are to the buildings. Okay. Spacebar. Speed 0 through 9. Oh. Interesting. There are 4 seasons, 12 months, but only 28 days in a year in total. There are 24 hours per day and 60 minutes per hour. 100 simulation rounds are calculated for every in-game minute. 144,000 discrete simulation rounds are calculated every day. Alright. Maps. Environment. I think we'll come back to some of this. Let's just hit F1 to hide that window. Oh, and this one doesn't hide. Okay. We can minimize it. We can exit, but then I don't know how to get it back. So we'll see. We need to run the game. Yep. We can press space to run the game some more. We need to build a construction site. We need to build a forester's stump, a gatherer's shack, and a straw hut. Okay, so resource acquisition, that would have a gatherer's shack, a forester's stump. The straw hut must be somewhere else. Right there. And then here's the that's deconstruction. It said something about the construction site is under logical. I don't see logical. Under resources, yep. Yeah, I don't know what logic. Maybe we don't have it yet. I mean, it looks like that icon. That's why I thought it was that, but it's not. So let's just gather some resources. So the Gatherer's Shack builds a shack to store gathered products and tools. So many goods in nature are just waiting to be picked. We can pick fruits, collect grass to feed animals in barns, and collect and thresh cereal grains. So looking around here, we obviously have a range of effect there. And you can see different things light up, but I don't think that that I can pick everything that's in the light up now. So we have wild wheat here. We have grass here, but it has 0 grass, 0 fruit, and 0 vegetables in it. The wheat has 42 and 0 grass. Here we have bushes. Maybe they just don't have anything to pick yet. Here we have some more bushes. These have fruits in them, as well as branches. So maybe we put the gatherer over here someplace. And I'm guessing that it can pick up anything in its range here. And I'm guessing the entrance is the arrow. So maybe we do something like this. And we might want to put some roads in here. As far as I can tell, these are the only actual roads here. These 5 blocks. This is a river. Oh, this might be a road here. That's a road. That's a road. This is a road. That's a river. Okay. And then a forester's stump. A forester does not need much to start his work and get wood, branches, and even mushrooms. Of course, a forest should be nearby. Yeah, I don't know what they classify as. Well, I guess there's forests up here. We could get started down here, though. Maybe that's the best thing to do. So maybe we do something like this. And that looks like it has 3 distinct entrances. And then we need to have, it's unpause, we can start building that. Then we can also build a straw hut. That was down here. Straw hut, and I think we'll put that here in town, for lack of a better word. I don't know how this will all flesh out. We can at least start with that. And where do we have roads at? Fireplace, Mud Street, that would be a road. Okay, so if we go like this. Oh, I see, okay. We could do something like this, kind of zigzaggy a bit, but, you know, maybe that's good enough for now. So I wonder, because I see that the fruit trees have fruit and raw wood, and I wonder if the woodcutters will chop down said trees, or if they just get, or if they focus on other trees, or how this works, if there's a selection, there's a selection system, like as far as how the woodcutters cut. Environment data is there, main menus there, map. Let's see, where are we at? I don't know. Guess we're here in the hills? Yeah, we're here in the hills. Let's go back into that. So yeah, here's the other regions where the game said we could explore into. So we'll want to do that potentially at some point, although I suspect that'll be beyond the demo. The rotation of Q and E is backward to my, I don't know, the way that I would do it, the way that I want it. There may be an option for changing those rotations. Camera, maybe this. Yes, but then it does the opposite of what I want when I use the mouse. So I don't necessarily like that. I think I'll switch it back to that way. Okay. You're building the straw hut now. It needs 100 grass, so we need to collect some grass. Hopefully you're going to collect grass. Small huts can house 2 people. Don't build too much at the same time. It takes a lot of work. Yup. Working on it. Or not working on it, as the case may be. This is grass, but there's only 1 grass there. This is grass. Somebody fertilized the soil. Is that a euphemism for using it as the bathroom or what? But a lot of these grass nodes don't have anything in them right now. So I don't know if that means that they just need to wait till they can produce more. Or how it exactly works. But yeah, it needs... Oh, it's getting more. Okay, they're delivering it. So we just had some in stock. There's a bunch of stuff here. Okay, here's stored goods. We got a bunch of crap in here. Looks like we spent all the grass. They're in the middle of delivering it. Okay, so we have a bunch of crap right there. Good. Alright, so now we need an ensure supply. We need a primitive stonemasonry, a hand mill kern, and baker's simple oven, and a fireplace. Let's take a look at those. That's beef production, I guess. Build a simple oven to bake bread and pastries. With some flour. Okay, so we need a mill, which we have available here. Let's get that started. We could put that, say, here. And then the baker's simple oven here. And then they can, you know, turn the wheat into flour. And then turn the flour into bread. And that'll take care of 2 of those. Primitive stonemasonry. That's a rudimentary tailoring table. Dairy production. And a fireplace. Okay, so this is kind of like a central hearth style building. So maybe we should put one of those in here. Oh, it needs a 2x2 area. Well, then in that case, I wish I would have... Well, it wouldn't have fit there well either. Let's put that maybe over here. And then do some more roads there. Like that. And then we still need the primitive stonemasonry, which was here. The stonemason will collect raw stone. And where is our raw stone supply at? What does that look like? Oh, there's there's some sheep here. I see deer over there. What does that say? Red deer? Yeah, red deer. Do they get the stone from... I'm guessing not from the cliff faces. Where is our stone supply at? There? That's stone. Okay. That's a schlep, though, from town here. Is that stone? That is stone also. So it may be that there's more stone closer somewhere. Maybe. Maybe not. There's one right there. It's not too far off. But I think I might rather push my way this way then. There's a little bit right there. We could get that to start with, I guess. Let's do that. Primitive stonemasonry. This has 3 entrances. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do it that way. We probably need to build more housing. What do you have? Fruit? It's grass that has fruit in it. Delicious. You need logs and twigs, you need logs and twigs, and cut stone. Cut stone here too. So we definitely need to get this going. We don't have any cut stone. No, we do not. We've got one worker. Can we do more workers here? Doesn't look like it. Let's maybe go up to speed 2. Just to kind of get some stuff gathering. I guess we could potentially set up another another woodcutter to try and speed this along. What does our population look like? Do we have info on the population someplace? Oh yeah, we do. Down here, population data. Oh, that's more than just what I thought it was. Okay. Human population, though, is right there. We have an unknown number because we can't see that info. However, I remember seeing something on the map of we have 8 villagers in this area. So, obviously, those are all here. And we have, let's see, one person there. Two people there. One person there. We're going to need some more housing pretty soon too, but I want to be kind of careful with that because we need to, you know, build all the things. Hopefully they will deliver the twigs here pretty soon, and then we can do some of that. Let's go up even higher speed. I pressed 3, but there is no indicator here for 3. You have to go to 4 in order to get 5x speed. And then, okay, so 3 must be like maybe 3x speed or something. Yeah, I'll build a stone masonry next to the quarry or next to rocks in the ground. Well, we built it next to rocks in the ground, but it is only 10 stone, so that was probably not the best idea. But also, I don't know that I wanted it to be way up here either. Although that's a lot more stone. So maybe I should have. We could continue working on a mud path while we're waiting, though. Where's that at? Here? Can go... Actually, no. Let's go this way. And then we could go across here to somewhere where we want to put that. They've clear-cut this wheat. Must be picking berries now. Lots of fruit. Some cereal grains. Alright, this is done at least, and it does have 1 employee. So they should be cutting this stone now. And I'm guessing that that's the cut stone that they provide. Is there a... Yep. The activity is cutting stone. Cut the raw stones into usable pieces. Requires time and skill. And so Jin is... cold. Hungry. Thirsty. I mean, I can't really do a whole lot for you about the hungry and thirsty. We have lots of food here. So this is delivered goods and stored goods. Okay, that's how it processes things. So like here is raw stone versus cut stone. I'm not sure why they're storing raw wood here, but so they're bringing in the raw stone, they're processing it by cutting it, and then we can come and pick up the cut stone over here. So yeah, let's plan out another primitive stonemasonry over here, because we're going to need it to pick up that huge pile of stone there. Maybe I should do something like that. Because there's 230 there and 230 there, so that's good. That's much better than what we had before. While we're waiting for this one here to cut that stone, yeah, so we've cut 2 of it already. Now I don't know Does this say how much? Production limit is 10. It must be a 1-to-1 ratio, I'm guessing. Is there a way to build a bridge? Sawing place, fishing place, well... I would think that would be here. Cesspit, lovely. Fences and walls. Okay. This is for planting trees, I presume. Let's get some more of those going and see how that works out. Deliver 3 more logs here, please. And that way we can get that done. Because we're gonna end up deleting this one in not very long. Okay. So you are sleeping right now. Okay. Let's go higher speed. I like the music, it's very relaxing. There's a sheep sleeping here. It has 10 units of milk and 12 units of wool. So we'll want to capture that sheep to you know, ranch it, I presume. And the red deer over here has no inventory. Interesting. And you just passed out under that bush? Yeah, apparently so. Alright, here we go. Alright, good. Now we have this done as well. Drag that over here, we can see it. And for some reason, again, they have 2 raw wood stored here. It's like it was requesting however much to build it, but it was too much, so it just stored it in the output slot. I'm not sure, but it seems that way. How much was this one over here? 282. Yeah, we could have gone that way too, I guess. This is the best plan, I think, because there's like 500 there. But we'll let this one keep chopping. It still shows 8. What's Jin up to? Interacting. Walking. Okay. You're working. Okay, you cut another stone at least. Okay, we got both of these done too. So Simon is our miller. And Natasha's our baker. She can bake bread right now with flour from Simon and wood. Later, she can bake a fillet and batter, which I can't tell what these icons all are. That one's obviously meat. But I can't tell what that icon is. Can we make these windows bigger? No. Okay. And then, yeah, you're just milling grain into flour. Cereal grains. So it's interesting, though, that they collect cereal and it's automatically become cereal grains. I guess. Interesting. And are you out of reach of everything yet or not? Because we should probably put another one over here to pick up some of these if we're going to do that. If we're not going to do that. In which case, then I will probably say let's only have 1 worker here. Because, at least as far as I can tell, we only have 8 villagers, so we need to be careful with that. Oh, you harvested a lot of stone yesterday. Wow. Yeah. Rudimentary tailoring table and a community center. Okay, the community center is located under services. Ooh, we got mail. A new settlement. Tired from the days-long journey, but full of euphoria about the upcoming project, your group reaches a suitable place for a new start. The brought goods are secured and the surroundings explored. The first big goal is to build a community center to consolidate our position in the region. For this, we need a well-developed supply of material and food. You had a dream. You had a strange dream last night. You remember seeing a forest spirit. The creature seemed friendly and looked calmly in your direction. As time passed, more and more animals gathered around its side. Some lay down and fell asleep, others looked curiously in your direction. Then you woke up to the noise of the morning. Okay, so let's maybe slow the game back down a little bit. Let's build a rudimentary tailoring table that was here. Yes. This takes in grasses, twigs, and wood, I guess, or is that the construction? That's the construction materials. It might be unpleasant to craft rags or basic cloths while the rain is hitting your face, but hey, you have to start somewhere. You're not too picky and use whatever wool, linen, or leather is available. Wonder if we have things like linen yet. From like the Gatherer, for example. I guess we could put this here. And then we also have the community center, which was under... Building menu on the right side, please. Under services. Find out how to craft a simple cloths. Probably clothes with a tailor. Community. And the community center is here. It's in tier 2. I mean, they're available to me, so I'm assuming I can build them, but that's kind of a weird thing. This is going to cost me 10 rough rags, 50 branches, 200 grasses, 80 raw wood, and 80 cut stone, and you can see how much we have of them right now in stock. So we have a little bit of time / work to get done before we can build it. So we probably should do, if we can't figure out how to do an expansion, then we need a lot more grasses. Oh boy, yeah, we need to find some way to pick more grasses. How much did the Gatherer take? We could probably pull that off pretty easily, but where do we get more grasses at? Because a lot of the ones that I clicked on showed like 0 under the grasses. So that means there's not anything we can get from there. So that's going to have... Is there like a wild grass growth that's got like a lot of inventory here? How does that work? There's like 1 in some of these. Curiouser and curiouser. Let's see. Is there a spot where the grass is growing like crazy or something? I'm not really seeing anything. It's a nice, apparently planned piece of patch of wool there, or of wheat there. A big burrow. Look around fully here. Wow, they actually simulated light reflection. Tin ore in that mountain. Raw stone in this quarry. There's also bits of stone, raw stone there. More raw stone. Lots of raw stone in these quarries, so we'll definitely want to work our way up here slowly. What is this? Is this like a stream? It looks like a stream. Stone. Stone. Is the tin only up here at the top? Stone. There's only 1 tin? Apparently so. But lots of stone, so we'll get there. And then yeah, we have all this up here too, which appears to be some sort of a quarry also. There's a lot less stone here though than I was thinking there would be. There's only 10 in each of those spots. 10, 10, 10, 10. Yeah, that's almost worthless actually. Speaking of which, are you done down here yet? Yes, you are. Why is it still there if it's 0 stone? And what are you up to? Looks for food. Okay. You need a lot of grass. So I don't know if it just says 1 because there's some, or if it's actually saying 1 because there's only 1. And then beyond that... Oh, didn't this have... Yes. Animals are eating it. Okay. Now we've learned. So where we get grass that we can keep the animals off of. What else halfway around here? Could be more tin up in this area. Yep, there's some tin right there. The rest of this is probably, if there's anything here at all, there's probably just stone quarries. Yep. So tin actually looks a little different. It's got this like wooden bit here, whereas the stone is just kind of blended into, not there, right here, yeah. So we can kind of see the difference there. Okay, so I think I want to build another gatherer. I don't know if that's good or not, but I think I want to anyway. And maybe we could put it out here. Kind of like to put it like out in this area someplace. Maybe like that. And then we can put the road out to it. What you got left? 6 more. Yeah, we need to get some more grasses coming in. At least this should be buildable pretty quickly. They're doing some of the work. Need 7 more branches. You're collecting branches. You collect mushrooms too, and harvest leaves. And then you grain, fruit, vegetables, roots and sprouts, and grass. There's some sticks. 4 of them. Here's the rest, maybe? Yep, there we go. Okay, so now we should have an employee here. Just 1. That's fine. We're out of people, I think. But hopefully you'll be able to pick up some random pieces of grass here. There's 2 there, so it definitely is just showing how much there is in that slot. Here's 3. Is this within range for you? I don't know. The range doesn't show after you've built it. I guess I could, Oh, C is down? Then what's up? Oh, yeah. Right. C and X are up and down, but there's also the mouse wheel. Right. Okay. Sheep is sleeping. Hopefully you will collect some of those grasses. If I go in here to activities, can I push this up to the top? I can. So I can say, hey, gather grass first. Cap it off at 30, sure, but gather it first. And that way we can get this done. And then I think I will start looking at that community center as well. Tap room, small cabin. Yeah, that takes a lot of stuff to make. Oof, that's a big one. Put it right here next to the, Oh, it was already oriented correctly. Right next to the fire, perhaps. And that's just going to take some time to get all the stuff we need brought in. Still working on these 2 houses. Yeah, they've delivered some of the materials, but not a lot of it. I don't know how we get more people, other than, you know, the natural way. We still only have 8 people here. Oh yeah, it does say there's 2 tin deposits there. So that's an option. We're down here cutting stone. Are you done here? Oh, stone grows back. Okay, well that's a different story than altogether. But I don't know that we need both of these, so why don't we get rid of this one, or pause it anyway, get rid of the person. I would rather have it not be active. Then I guess we need to go into the deletion menu here. Modifications, level objects. It says a delete key too. But that doesn't seem to be working. But this also says remove modifications, remove side objects, level objects. There we go. Okay. Remove buildings, use the deconstruct option. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. But I'm not seeing it. Unless I'm blind, which is, you know, possible. Yeah, I don't know. Did I miss something? Oh, maybe that's it. Removes the target. I guess that could have been it. I'm not gonna mess with it now, but that could have been it. So I wonder if this goes back up to 10 or more. But we have a lot of need for more grasses that we don't really have. There was another house though. Here, a small cabin. This takes a lot more materials though. Compared to the hut that's 100 grass and 16 twigs. This is 100 grass plus some stone and some wood and some planks. We don't have set up yet, as well as the rough rags. We still don't have this made because they're still waiting on a few more pieces of grass for it. Just a few more. Lamp? Why is there a lamp out there? That's curious too. What is that? I don't know what it was I saw, but it's not there anymore. Could have been a glitch or something. Oh, it could have been just the sleeping indicator there that I saw. Okay, that's done. This is done. Good. We're now able to craft bags, craft rags, and sew basic cloths. So you need rough rags, which is that one. Oh, it says crafting rags. So we can craft rags out of grass or wool. And we can add to that sewing basic cloths with the raw rags. Grass is linen. Okay. Makes some sense. I mean, flax is a grass, I guess. And add extra wool or leather. Interesting. This is vacant, though. Can we hire somebody here? Petra has 2 jobs. Is that what that's saying? That's their workload. I guess Simon's still working there. So Simon's a miller and a tailor now. That works for me. Let's get fast through the night here. Game goes fast. You can simulate up to 100x. Or even faster. Looks like even faster. Okay. So hopefully you're going to make some stuff here. Storage, material collection speed, processing speed. Okay, so you spend materials to get some upgrades. Some of these buildings. Same kinds of things over here. We've gotten a lot of stuff delivered to this. Most of our cut stone has come in already. We do need some more housing, though. Because if we have 8 people and these only house 2 people... Yeah, we need one more house. And maybe we have to have our housing squared away before we can get more people in. That could be 2. So maybe we want to build another house, but that's going to take a bunch of grass. And we already delivered a bunch of it there, but I would also like to deliver a bunch of it to here so that we can continue making cloth. So we can fulfill this demand here. And it's nighttime already. It does not take long to zip through the day. Especially when you go on fast forward for part of it. It's only 4 o'clock in the morning. There we go. Get to work. Plenty of twigs and barks, roots, and sprouts. A lot of sheep running around here. We definitely need to see about capturing those and taking care of them. I guess that would be a barn. And then where do we go to, like, I guess the dairy production would be useful for taking the milk from the sheep. Forges, not available in the demo. Okay. So there is limitations here to the demo, which makes fair sense. Charcoal from wood. Okay. Taproom needs... Yeah. I didn't see... Oh, no, never mind. Well, where do we harvest... Okay, so you're the decent tailor, but we can't build that. I guess the barn harvests the milk and the... Yeah, okay. They collect the specific goods. We might need a well at some point, but we need planks before that. So that means we need a sawing place. I was kind of waiting to see this community center get built, but then also I need to make sure that we can actually... But yeah, we're providing everything to it. We looked at that already. Let's go like super speed just to kind of see this get finished, to see where we need to go with that. Hopefully Simon is able to do... Wow, we have a lot of... Can I... Can I give you higher priority? Yes, I can. Good. Rudimentary tailoring table is higher priority. So, that means hopefully that he will work there before he works at the Kern. And then I guess I could give, who's this? Natasha? Assuming I can have multiple workers here, which I can't. I could give actually maybe Natasha a job at the Kern so that she's just in charge of milling and baking. Can I choose who to fill in this? Okay. Hire Natasha. It says she already has 2 jobs at a construction site, but that's fine. I would rather her work here than at the construction site. Instead, let's put somebody else in here. How about Leandro? The forester's stump. I guess. It's not great, but I guess. There we go. Everybody's got 2 jobs. Just like real life. Okay. How much do we have left? 7 plus all that stone. Peter's over here by himself, right? Just one job? One job, Peter? Yep. Okay, good. So I guess that's how we can shut down. We could have shut down that other stonemason. Yeah, it's already grown back to 5. Would have been to just uncheck that checkbox and then fire the worker. Then that would effectively have stopped it. Bring me all your grass. But it's going to take a while to get this thing built, actually. Which is kind of interesting. It's definitely meant to be sort of a long play kind of game. Like, in terms of you're not going to zip right through it. It seems to be anyway, meant to be. I like the weird little whorls and stuff on the tiles. It kind of gives it a unique look. Okay, good. You're collecting all the things and the stuffs. Lots of grass here. So we really just need you to make fabric faster. Or rags faster. And then we're going to need some more stone cut pretty soon. Pretty soon, going to need some more stone. Plenty in there. Plenty in there, although we've torn through a lot of that already. Kind of surprising. Okay, almost there. Maybe the next day will be the day. I saw that you can pin this, and then when we click on something else, it won't steal that window. It'll keep us with that window. It's just kind of a nice thing, because then you don't have to... you can keep that open, so you can keep an eye on the status of your constructions. What is this little one here for? Following the target. There's nothing to follow when it's not up. When it's a building. Ah, there we're done. On our community center, first big milestone. We can now send our expeditions to other territories and establish diplomatic relations with other groups. Then we can trade goods with other territories over the marketplace. This is it. There's still a lot to do, right? Yes, there surely will be another closed alpha before EA with a lot of new content and improvements, and that's by far not the end. I hope you enjoyed the alpha demo. I'm happy to get feedback about the game. Best is to join my Discord and follow the project on Steam to get update. Thanks for playing, Kurz. Okay, so that's kind of it then. I mean, there's more things we can make though, because we could build a well, and maybe we should, but we would need to build a sawing place first. But we really need more people. And again, I don't know how we get more people. Ooh, that's a farm. Can pick fruits, grass, grains, feed animals in grass feed animal barns. We can take care of gardens and help them grow better. So that's kind of like your next tier of food gathering beyond the gatherer's shack. A hunter's hut would be good to start clearing out some of these red deer. The stonemason shop's not available in the demo, but we talked about the barn. What else did we talk about that we haven't built yet? So the charcoal pile, yes. The windmill is the next level of grinding with milling, that is. Tap room, marketplace. Torches and lanterns. Decorations. So there's a bit here. There's a bit more here that we could do. We're already kind of at my demo time that I have, that I want to play for an episode. So let me know what you think about this game. It's definitely interesting. It's got a little bit of a different take on a couple of things than your average city builder. I like how, there's always variances even within the same genre. And, let me know what you think about this game. As always, let me know what you think about other games as well, either in the comments or in the chat or on Discord. And if this is something you're interested in me, continuing, we can keep an eye on it, and as it progresses, play it some more. If you have any other suggestions for any other games to try out during Steam Base Builder Fest, by all means, let me know that as well. And thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.